positioned herself brilliantly. Gave herself a shot to maybe go excellent on that one. Molly Picklum, the world champ, styling her way through this pit. And she will fly away. All joy from Picklum so far in this heat.
We go one round further and the level, obviously we've got the world champ in it, but the level has lifted again there. Unfortunately, that one just absolutely chandeliering on her, but Molly, wow. She kind of stepped on her back foot for a minute there, tried to get deeper again, but just 2 open caves in 12 minutes. We haven't really seen any of these today, but Molly, she's just killing it. There's no other words but Molly Picklum. You can't expect anything less from her.
Love's ridden so far this morning, Kaipo.
Makana Pang in the barrel. Comes out the disappearing act from Makana. That's right. Makana means gift in Hawaiian, and he just gifted us with an exciting way to start off this heat. He unwrapped that pipeline barrel. Look at this one more time, Mitchell.
Yeah, and he disappears a couple of times right there. You see the blue jersey just slightly come through, and then at a moment I was like, okay, he's gone because of the backwash. And you can just see right here, he picks the right line. To me, it's always better to be a little higher than too low on the wave. He picked the perfect line right there, Kaipo. What a way to start off his heat.
DJ Makana.
The peanut gallery reaction.
Look at this. This happened during the break, Mitchell. This was an excellent score.
Oh, shades of Derek Cole right here, completely disappearing and fully reappears right at the end. What a heat. Actually takes the lead with this wave right here, Kaipo.
8-point ride for Kala Grace.
Another angle.
Oh.
Deep bottom turn. Good commitment to the section right here, and he threads it. Well done by Kala.
Welcome back to Pipeline. We've got Koa Smith in position. Locks in off the bottom, pulls in. Smith's gonna make it. This thing has got a double up wedge. Big front side air. Koa Smith comes down with it. What a finish.
Pioneer, almost a new way of surfing pipe in a way. Like, obviously there's a classic barrel riding, but every time I see him get a really good barrel this winter, he's like trying a massive air after, and in the heat it's paying off here. Big straight air, no grab, and holds on to it. That was pretty proper, so super cool to see from Koa there. And then behind him, Benji also getting a fun one. So now both those guys got a pretty solid.
Shaden's moved over here to the North Shore where he started a family, and he's just an incredible surfer. Joey, backdoor, you talked about this, Mitchell.
Whoa.
Joey Johnston already in a big barrel, and he begins with a bang.
Oh my God. He just shut me up right there, Kaipo. Oh, that is a huge wave. For anybody that's ever surfed out here and knows how difficult it is to navigate the lineup at backdoor at this size, that is incredible what we have just witnessed. And our judges have a tough job right now. How do you set the scale with an incredible way to start off the morning, Kipes?
But look at this wave, Mitch.
Oh, double up on the inside, and those 2 pumps right there, really efficient to be able to get him past the foam ball. But that is a great way to start off the comp for Joey Johnston. I mean, you talk about lineage, the legacy, as he said, his father, one of the best locals out here in the history of pipe. Those 2 pumps right there put him in a great spot to be able to navigate that foam ball. And especially with all the white water on the faces right now, you got to be riding some fins that truly, truly stand the test of time and just pushing you forward and having that speed control.
And go huge, a giant straight air or something would be cool.
Here he goes. Let's see where he goes. Drops into pipe. It's a growling barrel. Fights his way out of it. And he's going to add to his scoreline with a couple of nice backhand snaps there. Well put together.
I just hyped up the air game. Where was the air?
Take a look again at this 8-point ride, Shane.
Yeah, I love the crazy airdrop. That was cool, and just stuck it. He did that on his first wave too, that wild airdrop, but I don't know, he just got that thing wired. It looks like he has that consistent comfort in the air on that drop.
At the CT event, Kaipo, but this guy, the local kid.
Look out for Luke Swanson.
That was sick.
Cool hand Luke?
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker, it seems.
Straight out of Pupukea, Luke Swanson. One more look at this. From the drone, Shane. Proper barrel.
I love this wave. I mean, he did a really good job to not only identify where that wave was, but remember we were just talking about.
And he is going to go into second place. So that means Benji Brandt needs something right now. Brandt off the bottom. Funnels through there and comes right out. The Brubra.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, we knew that was happening.
But then this happens right behind him.
Here we go.
Then Benji just puts the hammer down. He's like, this is how you get a score in the last minute, guys. So
all you guys, Brody, but Luke as well, just being here on the North Shore, and he's so switched on. To me, whenever I see him in the water, he looks like he just drank like 4 Red Bulls. He's just really amped, and he's kind of twitchy and always paddling. He doesn't ever seem like he's resting in the water.
It looked like the heat just started and wasn't able to get to the right as well, but Zeke, wow, it's firing out there.
Absolute K for Ezekiel Lau. Wanted to start off with a bang. The first wave, he had to swell building. There's moments where it looks really perfect in the way they're picking these lines, just with that point and shoot from Ezekiel Lau. As we look at this opportunity for Legend, grabbing the rail, up and under, lets go of it, and gets blown out. The brothers always get compared to the Irons brothers for their style, and let's have another look here. Brody, what did you see?
Yeah, this is just all Steve's style. Does this stuff every day right there. That was really well done. It's cool.
Another angle here. What's impresses you the most about Legend's approach, Brody?
Yeah, I love his style. I love him and his brother Mana. They both have really cool, smooth styles and charge. Spent a lot of time out here. Like right there, that right there was like 95% positioning, and then
you've got to be in a good seed to get to Abu Dhabi and Peniche, and then the whole tour rejoins at the Pipe Masters. Look at that, letting go of the rail, super deep, Riaru Ito, you legend.
Wow.
After taking the scariest wipeout of the event to kick off this heat and a broken board, he just leaned back in that thing, Ross. That was sweet.
That was steezy, huh? I thought he got too steezy right. He kind of like got all relaxed, like, I don't know, get on the gas, and then
that's a high comfort level. For him to just stand tall like that after that really gnarly drop just shows you that this guy's a little bit of a weapon. He's not scared out there.
Wow, that was cool.
Very sendy, but a stylish surfer.
Yeah, he sends it. He's one of that pack of the Japanese crew that just sits way back there, and if one of the boys isn't going, he's finding himself.
Wow, this thing looks so gnarly. Wow, that was sick.
And given it's a short barrel, you got to take into consideration how gnarly that drop is, though.
Carrying Wade Takoro.
Oh, my goodness. Love you, Wade.
Eric Arakawa, we're not going to leave anybody out. Oh, Mason. Oh. It's just fun to watch Mason glide. Of course he's going to pull in. And of course he's going to come out. Of course. It's Mason Ho. Woo!
The best kipes.
Yeah. Oh, my. Look at this one.
So this is one of those that allowed him to roll in, had the time to select a certain line, and look at this kaipo. It's not even that high of a line either, but it had such picture-perfect shape on the inside that he just got blasted out of it. Another angle right here. And that's where that extra length matters in those kinds of paddles.
He did borderline roll in from second reef right here, got the ledge, knew to wait for this, and then that's pure skill.
Wow.
And having an intimate knowledge and relationship with this wave, Mason Ho.
Oh, yeah, and the heritage. You talk about his uncle Derek, his dad Mike. I mean, I just love the patience right here. He never tried to rush anything. And once he set his line right here, look at the way he grabs his rail, maintains that same line, and straightens out afterwards. Scores in kipes, one of the best of the day for Mace.
How's this? I just could give you a high five. Grab you next time.
Scale 1 to 10, I'd say for Pipeline easily in the upper sevens. Joey
on a backdoor bomb. It detonates on the reef, and he is just exploding out. How is this exchange already in the morning? Who needs coffee?
And then Joey fully backdoors this one. I mean, that is a pit kaipo. You could fit in a couple of Lexuses right there on that backdoor wave. Love the claim to the emotion. You see that a lot from a pipe specialist like Johnston, and that should be a hefty score for Joey.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll see if that's a score or not. It could be, just the score.
Oh, Jackson Bunch, backdoor, grabbing rail. This is a much bigger wave. Big two, and he comes out.
Let's go.
These heats are so tight.
Lip peak, and JB right here, much taller wave and much deeper on this one, Brody.
Yeah, that was the wave of the heat, in my opinion. Biggest, tallest wave. Like in the perfect spot, rode it perfectly, came out, little no claim. Let's go, Jacko.
Well, JB got the job done.
Kade, a late takeoff there, but is able to completely disappear backdoor. A risky takeoff, Shane, and pulls that one off.
You see right there, his board's angled to the left, trying to maximize how deep he was going to be in the barrel. And it was very similar to the first wave. The first wave he got was kind of cute. He was a little bit pocket righty and it was like really apexy like that. But on that one, he really put himself a little bit deeper, stuffed himself back there, and I think we're going to see that score reflect that. But he just has the best vibe, man. Super pura vida. He just always has a huge smile on his face, and you could bet he was smiling after that wave. He rode that wave perfectly. He lined it up perfectly. Those little pumps in the barrel, that would have felt epic.
That's a really good impression of Carlos.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he gives you that really psyched feeling no matter when he sees you, whether it's in Foodland or in the water.
He's all hair and teeth. Yeah. Big old hair, and you're like...
And then finaled with Jacob Wilcox at Newcastle. Kauli locks in, focusing at backdoor, a wide open pit. Much bigger cave than he had on his 783, and that fires up.
That was clutch.
Kauli again, Shane.
Yeah, this was clutch from Kauli. I was thinking it's only a matter of time before he gets his chance, and wow, he really made the most of it. Needing what did he need, like a 4.18 or something like that. But that was insane positioning, really well read on that wave. You know, being in the channel when he won the Olympics last year was insane. The energy was out of this world. So I've been there to see him level up and under pressure, like
didn't quite give him a chance to come out.
We go live. Barron Mamiya, local boy, one of the best at backdoor. He is slowing down a bit further for more time at his own break inside the pit. Well done for Barron.
As we watched Barron get an 8-point ride right here, just a smaller wave at backdoor, but it had really good shape, stayed hollow, and got a little extension here. But to your point, Joe, getting reps at backdoor is so tough as a competitor, especially if you're not a local and you're not here for months on end. Getting opportunities, it's really hard for these guys to get reps. And you talk about other sports and things that make practice really functional. Is
had big wild card showings at not just pipe but also in Tahiti, and Lucas got to have a front row seat to all of that. Silveira now lunging into this one and gets spat out quickly, Shane.
That was really well done. That was all positioning. That was all positioning before he got to his feet.
Just dropped to third again. Now needs a 747, Ross. Will this come close?
It's the battle of the Lucas. And the only thing that I'm a little bit cautious about this wave, it's small. It's a little overhead. The judges, they want to see critical. They want to see bigger, kind of crazier waves out there today. So interested to see where they throw this score. And wow, they gave it, Shane, you called it. That was a massive score, 8.5. I'm a little surprised because it's a pretty small wave.
And it was short.
What about this, Josh Moniz?
Yeah, here's Sammy. Jeez, that was
that was excellent.
Yeah. Like I said, you just need to be behind the peak and point your board to the corner and stand there. The wave's going to do the rest.
Sounds simple when you say it.
Taro kind of mixes it up. It's funny. He'll do like these crazy blowtails, and then he's doing these big carves.
And a big tube here. Yeah. Got to come out. And he
there we
does.
Go. There we go.
Yeah. Walk us through this, John. What are you seeing on the... Look at the board. What's the board doing?
It's just cruising right through that. He didn't really do much. That wasn't like a super technical barrel. The drop was technical and pulling in here.
Really
but
deep.
Then at that point, he's just kind of pointing and shooting to come out, and then...
He was really deep, though.
Yeah,
he went that
was just a millimeter away from getting smoked by the lip right there.
Yeah. Difficult yesterday, and today is more perfect, so...
Yeah, what about Benji's heat yesterday?
What about you?
Wait, wow, he made it! No way! Get out of here!
Oh, my God.
He just eclipsed the 9.2.
That was crazy.
What kind of sorcery is going on?
Look at this.
I mean, my guess is it's higher than a 9.2 from Taro. That was so gnarly.
But, isn't that a mistake? Do you take away from that?
It is, but it was so critical and deep. And for him to recover in the barrel while he was that deep.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this view.
What's going on?
Oh! That was great.
Board talk, too. He just slipped out there, but he recovered so nicely.
I can't even bend over as far as he did right there just on dry land.
Kind kind of chandelier backdoor wave. It gets in right when no one else would. Lots of travel time there for Griff. And just, are you kidding? I mean, it didn't even look like they had a section to be able to tuck into. This is just Griff. The amount of time he spent here, gets in, it's chandeliering around him. Look how deep he is, traveling through, holding his line all the way through. I mean, Griffin, 8.5, big set wave. It had to go to excellence. This is just such good technique to be able to find that entrance he did. It wasn't clean. It wasn't easy to spot. Only people who have surfed this wave time and time again know that the entrance is there, tuck in, hold your line, and get a really solid exit.
2 waves during the break. The last one was the 717.
Oh, you're kidding. 15.67 points in about 2 minutes there.
Let's take a look at the beginning, starting with Nolan, Rapoza, Jeremy.
Wow, that's a good way to start the heat. They found those pockets. Like it's onshore, but it's still barreling. I mean, pipeline, backdoor. That's a good thing about these reefs, especially the sand's been like.
Wrap.
And let's take a look here. Mikey McDonough. Got in there and got out. Wow, what a way to start. How was that exchange, Jeremy?
That was so cool, man. He was like on his tiptoes, just hanging on the takeoff. That's what we want to see. Really hollow, and look at this. That's so cool. That was gnarly. Whoa, so cool to see.
That's a big dude too, Kaipo.
Yeah, get to enjoy it here in the slow motion, Mitch.
Yeah, and as Jeremy said right there, it was crazy because he was tippy-toeing the drop right there. I mean, he disengaged with this board just slightly, which made it even more intense. That should be...
Finally woke up this morning and I was like, wow, the waves are incredible. Perfect south wind offshore, and look at that. And guys are still getting shacked right now.
How was that? What a ride. A couple of line changes down the stretch, and Callum Robson is still swinging on the open face.
Bang.
Cracks it again and opens up with a solid start. Callum Robson had a quarterfinal start in his rookie year when he was on the CT full time.
Look at this right here.
This is
Sneaky.
Callum. Jamie, what'd you see here?
That was a very difficult wave to navigate, but he got the job done, and then he just put it to bed. One more turn right into the shallowest part of backdoor. It's always sketchy laying up this last turn because you could lose your fins real quick. As you can see, he decided to go straight in and go right back around. He's not going to paddle straight back out at backdoor because potentially break your board and catch a lot of poundings.
Yeah, such a good read from Caltex.
Dang.
Stylish snap there from Callum. Yeah, so it's funny because everyone, like you said, Jamie, that this morning was probably one of the best mornings we've seen in a long time. Eli's been there, but then for him to be able to throw an air reverse at the end of this section right here, I almost liked it more than the barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Really gnarly into the flats. That was very cool. Stylish, too.
He's freaking skitzing out there. It's like, how does that even surprise him anymore? He's just stomps these things on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, just a perfect ramp for Eli. I like those airs like that where you almost could see him do a snap, but his form's so perfect. Yeah. It's just a throw tail reverse. Another good angle from the drone here, Jamie.
I mean, for him, Jamie, he's leading the ratings right now. He wants to get back on his CT, so he guaranteed the chest thump. It means so much for him to get points in advance. Yeah, that was Joey probably. It's interesting that Barron's been taking a miss so far. Late drop from
Cibilic. And he comes down. Morgan right back into action.
So that's a little bit challenging. This one, not the case, though. It stayed really open. You can see that shape is really nice all the way to the end for Morgan. And that's a huge score, Joe. Check it out.
9-point ride for Morgan Cibilic from Meriwether Beach. Getting absolutely shacked. Stand-up pit at backdoor. Everyone was calling him Backdoor Barron when he was a little kid. And I know guys like Joel Santeo were really quick to sign him up for sponsorship and help him get to where he is today. Joey Johnston with priority, doing the dance inside the cave. Wow. He comes flying out. His roll continues at backdoor. Taking a break from the Shark Tours, and I don't know, he might need to ask for more time off after this performance.
He's amping. So sick.
It looks like he might go further. Britt, what'd you see here?
Well, he perfect kind of roll into that thing and just manage his speed perfectly. You couldn't have done that any better.
Ross?
Yeah, he waited for it. This is the kind of wave that Joey likes, and it stretched across the whole backdoor reef there. Sort of had a secondary section there that was questionable if he was going to even make it out, and that'll make the score really, really big. Judges love it if they don't know for sure if you're going to make it out. That means it's a difficult tube ride. And you got 1 pump, 2 pump, and this is where it stretched again. And he went through that foam ball and got spat out. So backdooring the pipeline wave. And wow, what a critical job from Kauli. Those scores are just about to come in for him.
Love the magazine era. Pipeline featuring on page 1 more than any other wave on the planet. Late takeoff, all kinds of control as the giddy up continues for Jackson Bunch, making a gem of a wave. Everybody loving it. Patience paying off for Bunch.
Again, really, it's a nice hollow wave. Some of these pipe waves this morning have been a little more almond shaped, but not this one. That was a keg, and he came out right before it pinched. So really well placed behind the peak here. Pretty critical drop. The judges will like that. It's going to be probably an excellent score. So, wow, we have a shakeup here. Right now, Cole and Kauli were tied for first. And Jackson's going to throw down a big score here. Right now, Jackson has a good backup score, too. He already has a 6. So he's going to be looking good in the last 5 minutes.
So now Jorgen and Lucas will battle for the next wave. It'll be a quick battle because Jorgen is lunging into this section. It's staying hollow. Kuzane gets the exit. Fired up, representing France for a long time. A guy that we've seen get called up to the CT as a wild card. He's been in that conversation of needing maybe 1 heat or 2 to qualify. He's come extremely close.
Yes, he has. Really shown so far throughout the event. I mean, look at the way he threads that line, chooses the same high line the entire wave, and you can just see the emotion right there, the passion. And as you said, it hasn't been once, it hasn't been twice, it's been multiple times. He's gotten so close to qualifying, but it's just that extra pump right there at the beginning of the wave. He picks the right line, and backdoor, no joke today, Joe. It is sizey out there, and as you can see, perfectly positioned behind the peak. Great angle right there. And to me, you know, this guy's a big dude. That reflects the size of the wave right here. It should reflect.
He got a really sick wave in the morning, and that just feels good to conquer that. Here we go, Charlie. Oh, sick drop. Wow.
Wow, let go the rail. Coming out.
Fun. So fun.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great way to start the campaign for sure.
But as you said, steezy, but very calculated right here, Cam.
Yeah, I mean, that was awesome. I mean, it's probably pretty rare he gets to get those perfect waves like that. That's the one thing with us when we're serving out there. It's usually last minute we're able to go on the waves and can't really tell if it's going to be good or not. That one, he was probably like, oh, finally, I'm going to enjoy this. And you could see it there. And
compared to another morning at Pipe and Backdoor. Hang on, we've got Benji flying. This thing is unloading.
Let him go.
Benji, brand with a salute to Pipeline. This guy's reputation is clear, but he does it in real time, just proving himself over and over again as one of the best here at Pipe, Brody.
This was just perfect from him right there.
Pure Benji, Ross.
Insane. Kind of a different wave, too. You know, we're seeing a lot of big, peaky A-frames, but that one is a nice stretched out one to the sandbar. And he read it really well, and that's what makes Benji such a gnarly talent out here, is he knows how to pace himself with the barrel, and this one was a fast runner, kind of unique wave for Pipe, and Benji read it perfectly. Little salute to the gods, boom.
Even it wasn't an easy one too. I had a little backwash like midway through right there, and he managed it just pulled up a little bit just for the backwash and read it perfectly like he always does.
Managing speed and timing. It
Yeah.
just looked like he knew he had to go slow to start.
Absolutely, and you get that with really high-level, talented, skillful surfers. They know how to surf not only with performance and aerials and maneuvers and stuff, but they also know how to...
Hanneman on a double up.
Sledgy.
Hanneman looking straight down, knifes it, controls it.
Yes.
Handyman
Wow.
gets a flyaway. That feels amazing.
That was so gnarly. Third, fourth prio, they weren't even looking at that wave. He had first prio and was going, so that was really ballsy and really impressive.
Yeah, again, well spotted. The guys that put a lot of time in out here, they know that they have to get underneath it. And what that means is you have to paddle in on the reef because that wave is doubling up. You heard Benji talk about it just in the interview. And when it doubles up, it goes further towards the beach, so you have to chase it. If you don't, you get an airdrop and you'll get launched over the falls. So really well read there. Before he even stood up, he did all the right stuff.
Yeah, he was just positioned perfectly. And those kind of waves, like if you do hit the foam ball, you can see he actually didn't ride the foam ball.
Clock doesn't stop though. We got 2 minutes on the countdown.
Save now.
Here we go. Is he backdooring this?
Oh.
Like all his boys do?
Oh,
like
Xavier hooks the ball.
Boom. Right there, you did it already. Go get back out there. Look at that pro. He got right back on that thing. Oh, Liam, high line. Backdoor. Aussie at backdoor again. These guys love it.
Wow.
Their IQ is high. Look at that high line. That was sick. That's why I got the 8, I think. He was behind it, and he did like a cool high line. It wasn't just your basic, the judges know, and then he went into that wedge. Whoa.
You know, another cool thing about Liam and his partner Sophie is that they have the option to...
Perfect.
Back up. GP.
This looks like a beautiful wave.
George Patar in a big backdoor barrel. Second section. Come on out. Oh, he's surprised. He's...
Yeah. Oh, rib curl sticker, yeah.
It's just... Dreams are made on the North Shore, and you said, Mason, when you only got 3 other guys out there, you have this opportunity to get like the wave of your life.
Yeah, well, a piece of me. Oh, here we go. Not enough of me. Look at this perfect one for GP right here. Blowout, and okay, so this is a special wave. Mean drop, big barrel, blowout into the second section, and that second section is so nice and cool and special too. So this I'm assuming is going to be a good score. And he stayed high, too. He didn't drop low and let the lip hit him. And
it's got to be a 9
I'm calling it.
something.
I'm going 10 puntos.
10 puntos.
I'm calling it right now.
I like that.
Why not? Let's
Look at
go.
That angle. Whoa.
Especially the guy drops in the barrel already, too.
10 puntos.
Yeah, right?
Australian,
right?
On a backdoor wave again, right?
And especially with the double barrel at the end, too.
They love it. The boys.
Hey. I'm with you, Mitch. Just give him a 10. Let's call it a day. We can talk about it on the 805 post show for
He ended up at off the wall. I mean, like, that was a long wave.
We're pretty close with Liam. I'm sure he was happy. He's seen him squeeze through that one.
We were talking to Brody Sale about memories. So the Billabong house says we've got Morgan Cibilic fades it first, then lunges in beautifully at backdoor.
Wow, this guy.
That was insane. That line was crazy he took. You never see people fading like that at backdoor. That was sick.
Well done to Morgan Cibilic.
He's reading in the lineup great. He's in a good rhythm. He's choosing great waves, and he's surfing great on the waves, too. He's not just getting good waves and surfing okay on them. You know, he's really capitalizing. Like you said, Josh, fading at backdoor. That's a pretty gutsy deal there. All the way over towards the sandbar and then hooked it back towards off the wall and capitalized as much as he could on that A-frame.
Yeah, you don't see people taking this line often, and it's cool to see someone like Morgan have the creativity to draw a line like that, because even someone like him, it's not like a name you think of when you think of heavy barrels.
Biggest part of it, just getting better and better each and every season. Griffin last year, runner-up in the world, and now a big shift with the Pipe Masters being the season finale in 2026 and pulling into a solid section. Wow. So much room above his head. Griffin Colapinto, a crucial make. Good timing to move into the top 2, Ross.
Yeah, this is one of those cool random waves. He was way on the shoulder towards pipe. It's kind of like where Joey sits, and you get these like crazy horseshoe like.
Go with his 7-8-3, pulling up and under. Morgan Cibilic is still on a roll. Drills it off the top again. He's got 2 turns for his combination. Jeez. He is in one of the best forms I've ever seen from Morgan Cibilic in his career. Already has a 9, and he continues to pick off the bombs, Ross.
Well, let's see the top of this wave. This is from the back angle, so this is going to be generous in terms of how deep he got. The next angle will be curious to see how high the score will go. But he milked it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that last turn was hectic.
Because Bell starts in April. And then we've got Jorgen on a wide open cave at Pipeline. It comes out after the spin. He is loving his job today.
Très bien. Yeah, Jorgen, that was a proper Pipeline ride right there. He did everything perfect. Grab rail takeoff, got maximized, kind of sat down in a barrel.
Job on his backside barrel riding right here. That's like textbook pipe right there. He's going to get a nice score, be pretty somewhat comfortable in this heat with
almost under 5 minutes, about 7 minutes left, and wow, yeah, that angle gives it way more justice. You see him bouncing over the foam ball, and yeah, like I said, I know Jorgen can get barreled going forehand, but I haven't seen too much of him on his backhand barrel riding, and he's been doing really good in all his heats. Just his approach and his positioning into the wave. So
heat on hand. Eli Hanneman knifes into this thing from the barrel, and Eli comes out. Eli Hanneman, number one on the Challenger Series. What a way to get started. What a way to get excited. Really good. Not as good as Eli, though. Check him out.
I mean, there's a reason why he's first right now.
Yeah.
That was crazy right there. That backwash, I mean, it almost seemed like he was about to eat it right there. And I was about to say, luckily he's wearing a helmet, but I mean, good Lord, just to be able to make that drop right there, Finn.
So there are qualification scenarios, and we'll keep you updated for CS Rankings number one, Eli Hanneman. But this is a way to start a heat.
What you think, Finn? Crazy.
No better way to start a heat. I mean,
ooh, Zave.
Oh, this one would be incredible if he can make that. Yes.
Wow.
Disappearing act to Xavier Huxtable. He's already got an 8. He's going to get another excellent score.
What a heat.
Dude.
I love these heats.
That was amazing.
Right on cue, too, Finn.
He's laughing at George right now. He's smiling. This one. Wow. That's such a good wave.
All that froth, too. It's so hard to be able to hold onto your board right there at the end.
Yeah.
Everything's just trying to knock you off.
That's tough. Oh, he let go of the rail for a bit, too. That's awesome.
Great reaction, Kipes. He's just feeling the flow, and then this one waiting on the score, Kipes.
Yeah, Xavier Huxtable doing that one for Jan Juk. In and out. Zave's been just really putting together some gutsy heats, Finn.
Yeah, that's a fun one right there to get. Look at that smile. Those ones are so much fun because you could pump through the whole entire wave. And then also, too, in a heat, you hear everyone when you come out right there.
Griffin got this wave when we were away.
Cool takeoff. Great line into that. One of the few lefts that seem to be staying open right now. It's a really, I think the bulk of that was all in that takeoff. It was a really tricky little line he had to take there. Did well to get going, but also not to go too fast and run out of the barrel too quick.
Okay, you can see her behind the back door, and that's how you do it out here. So you're behind the apex. You know, not a super long barrel, but she got drained right there. That was really well done, well spotted, right? She did all the work before she stood up and then just enjoyed a nice pit.
Oh, yeah. I can watch this over and over again. As we're watching this, we know that this score is going to go excellent for sure. Just how far? Well, here she goes. She's interested in this one, going back door. Sakura Johnson stalls, now on the gas pedal, comes through. She's going to turn this heat back in her favor.
She's
wow, what an answer back.
Pressure, what is that?
Just composure, right? Exactly, Ross. That's handling pressure in a world-class way.
Well, she stuck to her guns. She waited for the wave that she wanted, and there was a little bit of luck factor. Something got delivered to her. You know, that was a nice, perfect, easy little backdoor barrel. This wave not quite as tall, but she spent a good amount of time in the barrel. And so the judges, you know, they have their scale super set, but, you know, again, that was much like a net. So it was kind of a longer barrel. So I'm guessing it's going to be similar to her 7.
Yeah, I agree. One more look.
Yeah, good stall, good bottom turn. She took her time, a lot of patience there. She knew it was a perfect little drainer, and she was like a very measured lineup there, the way she kind of lined up the barrel. One little adjustment pump in the barrel, but she showed a lot of maturity in that barrel.
Yeah, she knew how to put the brakes on at the beginning and get on the gas pedal once she got in the barrel.
One of the best women there. Wow.
Late takeoff controls it. The 14-year-old rookie, Tya Zebrowski, is still chipping away on this inside corner. How did she hang on to that late takeoff with so much control from Tya Zebrowski?
Does she not make you feel like you failed as a 14-year-old? This is unreal. Airdrop, her board coming away from her, then quickly re-engages the rail, holds a line, navigates, and then lays down a nasty carve. That had so much bite behind it. Finishes off with 2 turns. She is 14 years old, Joe. She's 14 years old and is handling really gnarly takeoffs, holding her line beautifully through her barrels, and then does that after it. Not many people get combos after a deep tube at backdoor, but Tya Zebrowski.
Yeah, guy's great. Ooh, Erin, another one. Look at her.
Erin, oh my goodness, can she come out? And she does. Wow, that's reminiscent of the wave that she got over at Snapper.
What a weapon.
That was a weaponry.
No one even near her. See how that she's further down towards off the wall? Fourth priority, and scoops a pretty technical barrel. That was super deep. I mean, I could even see this going in a 9-point range. That was a great barrel.
Oh, yeah.
And did a no grab bottom turn that gave her a good drive into that barrel.
That was Gabe Medina stuff right there. That's the stuff that Medina does at backdoor.